Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
21.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mariota on first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, Mariota. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Again, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action now. Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Play action now. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey. 4 down.
Play action. Ryan. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ryan now to throw on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ryan. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And on the ground they go with a running back. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Ryan now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Well, this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Again, Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter. Nice move at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
One.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. The quick slant caught. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Keep it rolling.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota in the final seconds of the first half. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, Ryan throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. The give is to Bell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principle.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Jackson. And running with power here. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
With it is Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything?
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A screen to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
20.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Play action. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll buy some time right. And it is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Carter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports. after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said.
Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Third and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to lead.